what's up everybody? I'm Professor Mikal, this is Coach Luke.
What's up?
And today we're gonna be talking about an oldie but a goodie, the armbar from the mount position with a few extra details. They're gonna put some NOS, nitrous, some, you know, some good stuff, extra. You're gonna love them. Let's get started.
I'm okay. I just had a little fight with a couple of Japanese ninjas.
Your technique is weak, but it could be strong.
All right, let's get started. So here we are inside of the mount position. All right, so I'm in the mount, and he has two arms, and I want exactly one of them, right, to break. In this situation, there's a few different ways you can go to do this. I would say one of the best ways, it has to protect you from falling over. I think a lot of people, they're okay with tipping over because they think that's where they want to go in the armbar anyway, but I'm not a huge fan of tipping over. I want the choice. Right? So that being said, there's a few really important concepts that you want to do from here. I personally, in this situation, one of the best things you can do, especially if you are a lower belt fighting an upper belt and you've somehow gotten to the mount position, you want to make sure that you have these reading rainbow, as I call it, reading rainbow, right? Open arms. But I have double underhooks in a perfect scenario. This would be one of the first things. If you feel uncomfortable going for a submission just yet, get double underhooks so seems like he's on a nice roller coaster. Woo! Say woo, coach. Woo! All right, excellent. So this is gonna open up an opportunity for you to start taking advantage of different options, like his arms, for instance. Boom. Now, in this one situation, I love to make a 2-on-1. I'm sure you wrestlers are gonna love this one, right? A 2-on-1 on that same side arm first, right? Now that I have this 2-on-1, I'm gonna have more arm control than you'll notice in a lot of different armbar setups, right? And Americanas turn into armbars pretty easily. Now that I'm here inside of this position, now all I have to do is hike up, right? Now that I've hiked up, and I have control of this arm, I'm just gonna sit my arm, my leg rather, underneath his armpit, right? In a really good. Now, if he tries to roll over on top of me, with the grip that I have, this is not gonna happen. Because one of the concerns for people is, what if I get rolled over my own leg? Right? This is actually an interesting concern. If the other person is just powerful or larger than you or whatever issue. Once you have this 2-on-1 that you set up a moment ago, you're gonna be in a much better position and it's less realistic for them to do that as long as you close this angle, right? Notice I'm also scooting behind his shoulder. So the realistic opportunity of him rolling over on me it's not really gonna happen. Also, are you ready for this? Special detail alert! Special detail alert, all right? In this situation, I have a really awesome opportunity for a wrist lock. Notice for you Trekkie fans out there, Star Trek, Trekkie fans out there, I'll do a little live long and prosper action right here on his knuckles. And with my 2-on-1, I turn this into a handy dandy wrist lock, right? Now that I'm here, and we're gonna move along into the armbar, right? So once I'm inside of this armbar position, if I have a gi collar, I'm just gonna grab up on top of my collar, right? Let's turn a little bit so they can see. Excellent. All right, reach up and grab. If I don't have one, I can just grab onto my shoulder, right? Now I'm gonna reach under his leg with my opposite arm. And the issue that you'll run into is trying to throw your leg over, he might defend, right? So instead, I bring my shin over his head and then scrape. And there's my armbar while staying on top, which means if I'm in a self-defense scenario, I can break his arm and stand up and deal with whatever other attackers that I'm dealing with, right? And it also, when dealing with higher level players, a lot of their defenses come from you being a grounded opponent while doing the armbar. And now he can start to defend. Uh-oh, and I'm in a tough position. You don't want to be there. So let's do this technique again. And it all comes from this small detail of me taking the 2-on-1 or same side Americana grip. This is a fantastic detail. I just gave you like a $300 private session just in that right there. All right? That being said, here I am inside of the mount, double underhooks, right? I take this same side with chest pressure behind the flat of his elbow. Boom. Here I am underneath. Get good control. Here I am. Let's turn a little bit for you. I have the hook of my arm inside the pocket of his leg, right? Do not gable grip these or S grip or anything. Do not try to cradle these together, right? Once I'm here, just put my hand on the ground. He tries to kick out. This is not realistic for him. Notice if I need extra space, I lean towards his hip like I'm in a sofa. Boom, and grab. Now that I'm here, I bring my hips forward and his head back. Head back, hips forward. Boom, excellent, I'm in a good spot. Does that make sense? Of course it does, right? Boom. Notice in the back, if I have to reverse back to the previous position, just think live long and prosper. All that high school Spock practice has come in handy now for Jiu-Jitsu. Boom, here I am, use my chest as a backstop, and there is my wrist lock, right? Now there is not only a really awesome high-level armbar from the mount, which puts you in a position to stay on top. So if you feel uncomfortable, you can back up to another submission. But there is also some interesting details that are going to increase your conversion for attacks from the mount. I hope you love them. Leave your comments in the comment section below on what detail you love the most or any issues that you have so that we can make a video for you to help you overcome those issues. Keep training, keep growing. Os.